I'm ready for the grind. I'm ready for everything I can implement during my day to make every day better. I think the game has changed a lot. There's a lot of new items. I think there's so much possibilities that we can do for this year.
With the off season now wrapping up, just want to start off this whole conversation just covering what exactly did you do during that time? Did you focus on yourself? Did you continue building from what happened in Worlds, or did you do other stuff like maybe do an album or something like that?
Album.
Yeah.
I was I was practicing a bit of League of Legends, and I think it was important to take some time off because I worked really hard last year as well. Spent a lot of time with my family, and I think mainly thinking about what happened last year and trying to implement things that would benefit for me this year. Because I learned a lot last year, and I just want to keep learning for this year and really start off very fresh.
Yeah, and of course you definitely learned a lot in the sense that you won LEC finally after a long time in your career and making worlds, although not making it to the quarterfinals of that competition. Exactly what was the biggest thing that you learned from last season with all of those things that I mentioned put together?
All the things that I learned last year.
Hmm.
Mm, I think the way we function as a team, there's some stuff that I can implement to make sure I can help how we function as a team. I think some macro in the game that I didn't really think about before, and some champions that I think I tried to practice last year. I think there's some champions that I practice a lot during the off time, like right before 2024, so I can improve on them. And I think some a lot of other things, but I just need to. It's not about like okay, I know it, and next time it's going to be better. It's more about like actually doing them. So yeah, I think I'm ready for the grind. I'm ready for everything I can implement during my day to make every day better, so I can actually improve a lot and the team as well. I really want to yeah make this year a success, 2024.
What do you make of the recent changes that have been made to the game, which was done during the off season? How do you feel about how the game stands right now compared to how it was at the end of last season?
I think the game has changed a lot. There's a lot of new items. There's a lot of things that well, for sure there's some items that are very strong. Or like didn't expect them to be that strong from an AD carry perspective. Uh, there's some items that just one shot me. But unfortunately there wasn't that many items I think
Hmm.
for the AD carry position compared to other roles. For sure think it's a different kind of way of playing when you gonna take fights in the bot lane or whatever in the map because the walls are different. Maybe red side would be a bit more like ganked from behind because there's just an open wall from behind, so you could have to
Hmm.
control that zone at all times.
Hmm.
I think the Nashor stuff is very interesting. I think there's also almost everything changed, just like the plant's position. I think there must be some new tactics coming in. The Nash is really tanky, so it's pretty hard to do it at 20 minutes. I think I really like how much changes there is in game. It's very important to grind it right now to get a lead off of everyone else. There's a new champion way that does a million abilities. um, and seems pretty strong. Yeah. I really like. This year is one of the year that has the most changes. It didn't happen before. I think. I think there's sometimes there was amount decent amount, but this one was actually a lot. I think actually a lot, or maybe I'm just forgetting some of the patches. And yeah, I'm very excited.
Yeah, it's difficult to compare it to past patches, given that there's so many constant changes to the game at that. Moving on from that, 2024 marks a pretty interesting time for you as it relates to career, Hansama. Not only are you approaching a decade competing professionally in any level, per se, it's also the first time you've stuck with the same lineup from for the second consecutive year. I believe it's the first time this happened for your career with playing with the same amount or the same group of guys as it was last year. Um,
Oh,
what makes playing
actually,
with you have anything
oh,
to add?
I never thought of that. If I just played with the same people for the next year, I never had that. It
Yeah,
would be.
because of course you stuck around for many years for teams like Misfits and Rogue, but you never had like the same top laner, jungler, mid laner support, for 2 consecutive years. There's always some changes for one player or one position. But this is the first time you had like the same group within G2. So that said, what makes playing with this lineup different from your past teams in let's say in terms of longevity and synergy and stuff like that?
Well, I think playing this lineup is pretty fun. I'm very happy that we all get to play all together for this year. I think we are for sure doing things different than other teams, like the way we set up, we approach our everydays, like how we manage to schedule, how we implement every single things in the day, like from the morning towards the end. And I think we're all on it. Like we're all not complaining. We're just all working hard. We all understand that you have to be a fighter to like improve to reach your goals. I think we are very kind 5 players, and also the staff is very nice. Like we're all very nice humans, I would say. And I think um, I think there's so much possibilities that we can do for this year. Um, very glad that we got to all stay together. It is not the case usually. I guess we were. It was. I mean, especially when we failed at Worlds, right? I mean, we're kind of successful in Europe. I guess we won. We won almost all tournaments. We just lost Spring, but at Worlds we kind of. I guess we kind of lost. That's very sad. I still remember. I mean, we should have a win or like have a better condition of playing. Uh, remember, it was pretty hard. Um, but yeah, I'm very excited for this year with the same group, and I know how they function. Since I've been with them for 1 year, every single one of them, I have to think about how to optimize stuffs.
Right, right. And now looking over to the LEC, of course, G2 is number one, expected to be number one by consensus. But who do you view as like one of the biggest challengers against G2 in the winter split and then also beyond that for the rest of 2024?
I would say it would be Fnatic maybe. Like, I mean, last year they made finals against us. Um, I think this year they can do the same, like be, contest for the top two, top one, or top two. I think that should be, yeah, one of the strongest opponent, like typical G2 against Fnatic. But there's some other teams that you need. that we need to watch as well. There's K-pop that is coming, and I think they are not they are sorry they are strong. And maybe we who knows, like maybe Malams can be strong, Vitality can be strong, but for now I would say Fnatic.
Right, right. And one more question before I wrap it up. As I mentioned before earlier in the conversation, you're close to approaching year 10, a full decade of your career. And when you look back as to how you have played and how you have competed and getting to this point being regarded as one of the best ADC, if not the best ADC in Europe, what do you think? Which aspect in your career helped you not only continue playing for many years, but also be a player in which you are regarded as one of the best in your position in the region?
Which year you say?
For 10 years, like for you, almost approaching a decade, in reflection of that.
Mm, like during 7 years of career, what is it, 7, 8? Yeah, pretty much 8. I mean, if you can't change your series, it should be 8. When I was 16 years old. Um, yeah, I think by the year of like 2017, I started getting recognized as like at least top 3 AD carry. Um, I think I was trying to be strong for my laning phase on in 2020, no, 2018. I think there's been a lot of up and downs in my career. 2019, it was a rough year. Then I came back 2020 and we started going to Worlds for 2 consecutive years with Rogue. That was really nice. I implemented new stuff into my routine to become a better player, and it really worked. I improved my, I would say, leadership skills, partially there. Um, and I think, yeah, going to 2024, it feels like I've learned a lot of things. I still take league as my highest priority. I feel like every single year I'm really trying my best to perform the best because I really love this job, and I really want to always go further. And I really wanna do well for this year. It really feels the worst when I'm not able to do it. Like when I end up being not reaching the thing that I want, like losing when it was when I didn't want to lose. Like I mean, I never want to lose, right? But sometimes I want to like this world. I want to go. I didn't want to finish it in just the Swiss stage. Losing was very very disappointing. For me, just felt like crumbling in the end was just sad. Um, as a team, we just didn't know what was happening. We were just under pressure. Um, but yeah, every year is. I mean, this year is just a year for a new opportunity for me to reach new highs, and I'm really gonna try my best every single day. Looking, I'm very looking forward, like in a everyday process. Not really looking like the whole winter split. I'm really looking day by day. How much can I do? How much effort can I put in? What am I learning every day? Is it good? If I'm able to work hard every day, then that must be getting me some results.
And hopefully you're able to surpass that mark that you set with G2 in Worlds next year or this year. If that happens, of course, Hansama, thank you so much for taking the time to do this interview. I really appreciate it. Best of luck in the future.
Yeah, thank you for the interview.